Hello everyone, myself Harshit. I'm here to speak about simplifying grammars, the left factoring algorithm. In this module, we are studying about the left factoring algorithm introduction. What is left factoring? Why is left factoring important? How to left factor a grammar? Examples of left factoring, and at last the conclusion of the left factoring algorithm using simplifying grammars. Here we go with the next slide, that is the introduction of the left factoring algorithm. Introduction. Welcome everyone. Today we are going to talk about a powerful tool that can help simplifying your grammars and make your programming life easier. Left factoring. Now I know what you are thinking. Left factoring. That sounds complicated, but fear not. Because by the end of this presentation, you'll be a left factoring pro. So that the methods will be discussed. So why? So why is left factoring important? Well, imagine you have a complex grammar with many rules that share common prefixes. Without left factoring, you would have to duplicate those prefixes in each rule, leading to a bloated and difficult to read grammar. But with this left factoring, you can consolidate those prefixes into a large single rule, making your grammar more concise and easier to understand. So in this, we'll study about what is left factoring. Left factoring is a technique used in computer programming to simplify grammars by removing common prefixes from productions. In simpler terms, left factoring involves finding common patterns at the beginning of production rules and factoring them out into their own rule. This can make the grammar easier to read and understand, as well as reducing the number of parsing errors that may occur. So in this, we go with the next slide, that is what is the left grammar. Why is left factoring important? Left factoring is an essential technique for simplifying grammars and reducing ambiguity in parsing. It allows us to eliminate common prefixes from productions, making the grammar more concise and easier to understand. By left factoring a grammar, we can also reduce the number of parse trees and improve the efficiency of the parsing process. This is particularly important in applications where speed and performance are critical, such as compilers and interpreters. Here in this slide, we are going to study how to left factor a grammar. To left factor a grammar, follow these steps. First is identify the common prefixes in the productions, and the second is create a new non-terminal symbol for each of those prefixes, and the third is replace the original productions with the new non-terminals and the appropriate suffixes, and the fourth is add new productions for the new non-terminal and their corresponding suffixes, and at last the fifth is repeat the process until there are no more common prefixes. So these are the 5 steps to left factor a grammar, to simplify a grammar. So the next slide we see about the examples of left factoring. Left factoring can be applied in a variety of situations, such as when dealing with arithmetic expression or Boolean expressions. For example, consider the following grammar: E tends to E plus T bar T. This grammar is not left factored because both productions start with E. By left factoring this grammar, we can simplify it to E tends to TE, comma E. That is plus TE bar epsilon. This new grammar is left factored and easier to work with. Here we go with the next slide. And these are the common examples where we use on a daily basis. Common errors to avoid while applying left factoring algorithms to grammars. Error not identifying common prefixes. One common error in left factoring is failing to identify common prefixes in the grammar. This can result in redundant rules and a less efficient grammar. It's important to carefully analyze the grammar and identify any common prefixes that can be factored out. And this is the common error. And the next common error we see about incorrectly factoring out prefixes. Another error is incorrectly factoring out prefixes, which can result in a grammar that is not equivalent to the original grammar. It's important to ensure that the factored grammar produces the same language as the original grammar. These are the two common errors which is found in a simplifying grammar. And at last, the conclusion part. In conclusion, left factoring is an essential technique for simplifying grammars and reducing redundancy. By identifying common prefixes in production rules and factoring them out, we can create more efficient and maintainable grammars. We have discussed what left factoring is, why it is so important, and how it can be applied to grammars. We have also provided examples to illustrate the benefits of left factoring. It is important for developers and language designers to incorporate left factoring into their work to improve the efficiency and readability of their code. By doing so, they can create more robust and scalable systems that are easier to maintain over time. This is the common and this is the steps where we use in this left factoring by simplifying grammars. Thank you for watching this video.